Today I'm going to hire 3 complete strangers to be my content creators. And then once they create my content, we're going to take a look at it to see if you can really hire someone else to create your social media content, or if you'd be better off creating it on your own. And if you're new to my training, now would be a great time to click that subscribe button and turn on the bell so that you're notified every time I create a new video that teaches you how to grow your business. Let's face it, content creating can be very difficult, and a lot of times you'll sit down to create content for your socials, for your business, and you'll get writer's block, you'll get creative block, and you just don't know what to write. And it can be very tempting to outsource that writing to a complete stranger, and I get it. I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and mompreneurs over the last 21 years teaching them how to create their own content for social media, but I've always wondered, is it possible to hire a complete stranger and have them create quality content for your social media? So that's what we're going to find out today. And I'll be sharing my computer screen with you today, but I'm going to blur out quite a bit of my screen because I'm not here to endorse any of these gig economy services. Okay, I've just logged into one of these gig economy services. This is one where you can get things for about $5, and I'm going to do a quick search for someone who will do social media content writing. And as I do that, I get about 21,288 different services available for me. And I'm just going to start going through these, and I'm going to pick out a few that stand out to me. Okay, so here's the first one. It says, I will write unique content for your blog and social media. The price is $5. They're promising a 1-day delivery, and they're going to write up to 500 words for me. That sounds like a pretty good deal. So let's go ahead and take that one, put that one into the shopping cart. All right, that first one's been ordered, so let's go on to the next one. I found this one that says, I will write creative social media content for you. And the basic price is $20. And they're saying about a 2-day delivery for one post. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue, add that one to my cart as well. So we have one right now for $5 and another one for $20. Let's find one more. And so here's the third one that I picked. Now they're saying this one's a verified pro service. I'm not exactly sure what that means inside of this ecosystem, but I'm gonna say that if they're a verified pro service, those are 3 pretty intriguing words to me. The cost is $100 for this one, and they're saying a 2-day delivery time. So let's just go ahead and get this one. All right, I've added those 3 to my cart, and I'm about to complete the purchase for those services, and then I will start the process of engaging them to write my content. While I'm doing that, I am very curious, do you write your own social media content, or do you hire it out, or do you have a staff member who writes your content for you? In the comments below, just drop me a quick note, say hello, and let me know if you create your own content or someone else does it for you. I've paid each of these content creators to create content for my social media, and they have started to work. Now, after I paid, each of them asked me for a little bit of information about my business and the kind of content that I wanted them to create. I gave every single person the same bit of information about the kind of content that I wanted to create. I didn't give them too much, and I told them that they had creative freedom and creative license to write whatever they wanted. I mean, if these are people that I'm hiring to do a job, I should trust that they're going to do the job that I've hired them for without a lot of direction from me. All right, welcome back. The content has been delivered. The only thing that I've done is I've taken that content that they delivered to me and I copied it and pasted it into a document so that we can review it together, and we're gonna do that right now. We're just gonna read through each one and see how they did. So let's get right into this. Here's the very first one. This is the $5 version. And as we look through this, it just says, instead of waiting for people to come to you, you need to be proactive and go out and get the clients you need. So that starts off very strong. And then we move into what looks like a list of 2 things: working with professionals who left their jobs or discovered a few excellent clients and ran off with them, started their own companies. So that's an interesting paragraph. I don't know if it really does that great of a job at describing what I was hoping for in this content, but again, this is a $5 content creator. They are giving some guidance on how to attract clients. Pretty interesting, probably not something that I'm going to post on my socials, but it did fit the brief, and it was $5. Let's move on to the $20 content creator. Now, one of the things I immediately noticed, this content that they produce is much shorter. The other one was 4 paragraphs. This looks to me like a couple of hundred words. This one looks like maybe 100 words, maybe 125 words. Let's see if they were able to get across good meaning in just a short amount of words. You have a great business idea, but you're struggling to get the attention of potential clients. Well, I like the way that starts. That's a very strong beginning. If your first thought when someone asks you what you do is, I'm an entrepreneur, then this course is for you. Well, we're not really talking about the course in this post, and they have not talked about what this course is prior to this, so they might be coming on a little bit strong, positioning a course. And the right words make all the difference between getting new customers and going back to square one every day. In this course, I'll teach proven strategies that will help you attract more leads than ever by using copywriting techniques. So you know what? I can recognize this straight away. They're using the problem, agitate, solution writing framework here. For 20 bucks, I think that's pretty good. I might take this and just add a little bit to it because I think it feels a little bit light to me. I don't feel like it was worth the 20 bucks that I spent. This would have been much better if it were a little bit longer and a little bit more in depth. But I could take this as the foundation for creating some additional content. So I would feel like I made a mistake if I had hired this person and just taken this to put on my socials. I just don't feel like it's enough for what I paid. Let's go on and take a look at the $100 one. Now, here's the $100 one. You can see this one is quite long. This is probably 300, maybe 400 words. And just as I read through this, they're asking a question in the first sentence, and then they move on to answering that question. It looks like first, second, and finally. So they give 3 points or 3 suggestions as to how to go about doing that. I like that. Then they talk about what happens after you get a client, and then they talk about some strategies to keep in touch with the client. And then they close it out really nicely. When it comes to getting new business clients, there are a lot of options to choose from. The key is to find the method that works best for you. I like this content quite a bit. This is worth, it might not be worth the $100, but it's pretty close to being worth the amount that was paid for. So I would definitely take this and just add a little bit to it. This is a pure value post or a pure value type of content. And I feel like $100 to get that is pretty close to a good value, even though I still have to jump into this and do some work on my own. So in the end, was it a good idea to hire a stranger to write my social media content? I'm kind of left feeling like it wasn't that great of an idea. The $5 option is nothing that I would ever put out on social media. The $20 option was good, but I'm still gonna have to do some work on it. And the $100 option, while comprehensive, long, and in-depth, is still gonna require some work. And I think that's the point of all of this, is that when you're creating content for social media, especially when you're an entrepreneur and you've started your own business, it has to represent you. And that's just something that a stranger is not gonna be able to capture unless they know you incredibly well. And even then, they're not gonna write in your tone of voice. They're not gonna say the things that you would say if you were speaking to me or you were writing to me, and they're just not going to capture the essence of your business. And for those reasons, I can't recommend outsourcing your content creation into the gig economy. You've just gotta find the discipline to do it on your own. You've gotta sit down and put your thoughts onto the screen and use those thoughts inside of your social content. Now, at the end of this video, I'm gonna link to another video that I created that teaches you a step-by-step method for creating content that resonates with your audience, and that will get you well on your way. And if you find that interesting, I also have a free PDF that I would love to share with you. It's called 50 Secret Emotional Trigger Words That Grab Attention and Skyrocket Conversions. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video. All you have to do is follow that link and I will get that PDF over to you. It's a cheat sheet that you can start using right away to improve the content that you write on social media. If you found value in this training today, let me know in the comments below with a like or a comment. Just say hello. I like to hear from you and I respond to every single comment on my videos. And if while you were watching this, you thought of someone who would benefit from hearing this message, I would be so grateful if you would share this video with them. And in the meantime, as I get ready to sign off, here's the link to that other video that will teach you a strategy for writing social media content that just grabs the attention of your audience and has them stepping forward to you so that you can grow your business. And I will see you in the next training. Take care.